Hello, my name is Vitaly. I'm a product designer, UI UX designer, web designer. I have worked in all positions. I like UI design, but I'm not some awards-winning designer or something like that. I'm just a designer, and I think that YouTube will push me to study design even more. So I decided to make videos about UI design, about how I see it. And these are my works. And I want to tell you more about this particular work. I made this website for the Dora platform challenge. Dora is a platform where you can create websites without code and you can use 3D models in your design. This is my result. I created a landing page about sculpture. With this landing page, I won second place and I was very happy about it. And actually it was my first time using Dora, so this is why I created all design in Figma. Then I just exported it in Dora where I can finish all that 3D stuff. And the main purpose of this video is to show how to create landing page like this in Figma, step by step. Maybe for those who are new in UI design or web design, it can be useful and helpful. So let's go. First of all, we need to create frame. Well, landing. So I decided to make it like in a dark theme, dark color. So maybe it will be like 212024. Yes, pretty nice black. And personally, I like the close composition. Let me show you what I mean. It means that you close each angle, each corner. So you can place information here, 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 and here, and of course in the center. And if it's kind of a symmetrical composition, so we should to make it like this. And personally, I love this symmetrical composition and close composition. So this is why I need all that stuff. For example, and we need all of them. So this is our frame, and so I got this picture of 3D image. The actual 3D model I downloaded from Sketchfab website. There they have free for download, and I just downloaded this 3D model, and this is kind of a screenshot of that 3D. So, and it's the main character of this website, because in Dora I made it like moving through the whole web page. So let's place it here. And according to my framework, content should be placed like this. And to close our composition, at first we need to create header. So the sculpture. So I used font called Og, and I think it looks very nice. I mean, with this sculpture theme, it's like very appropriate. So, and make it a little bit smaller. So what I did, I separated that header on the parts. So to make it like more like sculpture, like, I don't know, this historical buildings, this is why I think that we should made it like uppercase. So, and with this symmetrical composition, we should place it just in the center, but I wanted to create, to make a little bit dynamic in this composition. So this is why I shifted it a little bit, and to create dynamic even in this header, I made this off italic, and with this font size it looks bigger with this F letter, so I made it smaller like this. We should choose color that not so white, that looks like the main character. So, and I have this color from my original work, and this is color that I picked from this sculpture. So it's not white, it's like yellowish maybe. Let's make it more tight. So a little bit like this. So we need to close our composition. So the easiest way to close our composition is to use text. I used font Inter. So make it smaller, like 18. Use this color. So we will place it here. It was the year when I did this landing page. Make it like kind of condensed. Yeah, it looks better. And so here it should be Dora challenge. So maybe we will make like 30. Also 30 in the center. This is also in the center. So left corner we should close with the logo. I don't know which logo to create, and I just used an image from the internet, image with head of sculpture. I don't know. We can make it like rounded and create border, for example. No, maybe like something like, boom, yes, 30, 30, 30. So we closed our we closed our top. Now we need to close the bottom of our composition, and the height of our first screen will be approximately 960 pixels. So in the left corner I will put a star. Make it like 50 and 50. And pick this color. Well, and in the right corner I will place kind of a call to action. Scroll down 30. Now we have our composition closed, each corner, and we can work with the main character, with the center of this composition. So let's place it above all that elements, and we can create kind of a glow effect. Place it behind. Pick the color from here, make it less visible, and layer blur. It's too much. Something like this. So place behind. Well, it looks a bit empty and we only made this line, so we need to create this one. And I found on the internet a few sentences about sculpture, and I think we can put them here and here. Make them shorter, for example, 260. So now they look equal. And this color a little bit bright, so we need to make it more darker. The color from my original work is this. It looks like gray rather than yellow. And I think all that colors also should be not so bright. So pick them. Yes, and that's it. That's our first screen. On the second screen I decided to give more information about sculptures, for example quotes, And this screen also has the similar structure like the first one, but it's an open composition. I took the text from the internet. Let's place it here. So it's a quote. So, and what I'm gonna do to make it more interesting, we can kind of highlighted this quote, so we can make it bigger. We can use the same font, but it's too much for us. So now we can create this interesting composition with this main line and this. So we need that text wider than another text. First of all, we need to make this text more readable. Like this. This could be uppercase to have a contrast. Oops. Here we can use a visual trick. Do you see this word look? And we can use the image of sculpture eyes. I got this image from the internet. So we can cut it. Make it the same height as the letters. So, and place it here. Actually, it's better to separate these lines. First line, second line. Well, actually we need this text to see this line height. Right now it looks a bit boring, so we can make this line more visible. We can shift this right here. So this is too much, and it goes here. So this line, the largest line, make it in the center. So we need to make it more tight. For example, 40, also 40, and here 40 as well. So we need to give more air in this section, maybe 280 pixels. So I think our second screen is ready. The next section consists of some facts about sculpture. This is an asymmetrical composition. Left side has an image of the sculpture, and right side has just text. So first we need to define the center of that screen. It will be our guiding line. Here will be our text. This text I got from the internet, and the header of this section is the same style as we can see here. So it will be some facts. So I wanted to create more dynamic in this header, so one letter I did with italic style. So also we need a few facts about sculpture. I also got them from the internet. The first one, materials, then the oldest sculpture and place of origin. So $550, that's okay. So we need to separate these lines. I prefer to use rectangle with 1 pixel height. Because it fits exactly in pixels, unlike the line tool. We can make them the same color. that lines, but not so bright, I think. We can set the opacity on 30%. We can create auto layout and set the equal gap between those lines. So it looks nice, and here we need to use the image, the main image. We can copy this one. Actually, it looks a bit white. Maybe we need to make it more yellow, like this. We can just copy this and place it like in the center. I mean, we can imagine that this is kind of a square, and this is also square. So this is information and this is information. So, and in my real work, this is a 3D model. So this glow effect, just a placeholder. I should have started with the left side, because then you can understand why I made these gaps like 60 pixels and 100. It's just because this block has approximate proportion as this picture. Also, I decided to add a few ellipses to make it look like an artwork, like picture or painting. So let's delete this. And we can add a few ellipses. Color will be like our main color, but like with these lines we can set the opacity on 30%. So let's duplicate. We can rotate it a bit. I think this section is ready. The next section is about type of sculpture, and when I was doing this work I thought that this composition would be cool, but now I don't think so. But still, we need our central line, and I think it's better to create it's like this on 960. So let's create header, types, and also we can add more dynamic. We can shift it here. And like always, I have text from the internet. And and I have main types. Well, that's all what I got. I think we need to make them more visible, so I will use the same style. Oops. Copy style. Well, and I think we should stick with this central line. For me, it was kind of random because I had a reference and I thought that it was cool, but now it looks weird, I guess. Since the previous section had kind of a static composition, in this section I wanted to create more dynamics and set diagonals. I can't find the images online anymore, so I will paste them from my original work. I used the original image proportions and I just scaled them down. So each image has its own type. Let's place them. So the main idea was to stick with these diagonals. And make it like an interesting composition. Let's make 20. Make it visually in the center. It's like well, this is weird. I don't have too much explanation about it, but it is what it is. So, and with this text, we also can make it more dynamic. We can separate it and like this. To make it more kind of a dynamic, we can make something like this. And with spaces, I mean, maybe you know the better way, but for me, this is the only way. And 60. And all that stuff. 220. We can group them. And it also should be I think this section is ready. The next section is about popular sculptors. The header of this section will have the same style as usual. So, popular sculptors. And as usual, we can create dynamic like this. And here I have the names of the popular sculptors. I got them from the internet. So let's put it here. So those names are the main object of this section, so we should make it bigger, and we should change type too much. Well, we have names, and also we need their photos or images. So we need to create ellipse. Let's use auto layout. We need to make this text center it into line height. Yes, now it looks in the center. So gap will be, for example, 10. And I think I need to copy this one, create auto layout, 0. Center. Well, I don't want to find these images in the internet, so I just copy them from my original work. So I mean, it's easy, you can find these images because internet have all of them. So, and the reason why I made this ellipsis is because the same trick as here, it looks kind of like artwork, like the old stuff, like sculptures, paintings, and all that stuff. So, and now we need to add their years of life. I got them from Wikipedia. This will be small elements that can make this composition more interesting, because this composition pretty simple, everything is aligned in the center. So I think this ellipsis and this text can make it more interesting. So first year, and we can make it smaller and not so bright. Maybe we can set the opacity on to 30%. Maybe it's too much, maybe 50. So auto layout, make it absolute, and here it looks so far from letter. We can make it more tight. And their names are too bright. I think we should use the same color as here, but without opacity. Well, I think this section is ready. Sorry guys, I forgot about popular sculptures section. So let's move sculptors down and make popular sculptures. Well, header will be as usual. Sculptures. And we can make here I took images from the internet as usual, and but as always I cannot find them like one more time. It's gonna take my time, so I just copied them from my original work. So I kept their proportions, but I tried to not make them more than 800 pixel height, because the image with some description should fit in one screen. I mean in one screen height. I found all the names of these sculptures, authors and years of creation, and let's place all these details. First I'll make background to make it easier to see. Well, year we're gonna take from here. For the name we will use this font. But make it smaller and without uppercase. And let's put the original information here. So this is the width. We can remove that transparency and make it like this. terracotta army. At first, when I was doing my original work, at first I was thinking that that was real guys, but actually it's just a sculpture. And the last but not least, this is the actual sculpture, and thanks internet I can find this name and author and years, and this is actual sculpture. So, as you remember, in my original work, those sculptures was placed here, and with scroll they was scrolling too, and the 3D image of this sculpture was going to the place. So we need to make this place, and for example like this. We need to make it darker than our background, and also we can use this glow effect. Can make it not so bright, not so big. Like this. Oops, where is our popular sculptures? Well, let's make it one more time. This will be italic without uppercase, and like this. Well, and our sculptures 60 and center it. So for the static design, it could be like this, or it also could have scroll or something, because I was doing this work in Dora platform, so it was scrolling element. I mean, without Dora, it could be realized with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and or different tools like no-code platform as Dora. So, and popular sculptures 220. Well, sculptures is ready, sculptors as well. And in the last section, I wanted to make a conclusion, both visually and meaningful or semantically. I don't know if it's the right word. I mean, I wanted to write a sentence that sculptures are an important part of culture, and visually I wanted to make it narrow to show that this is the end, and the end is sculpture. So here will be sculpture. So for this we need, for example, this text, and I have that sentence, sculpture, well, and 40, and also text. So $220. And we need to make it like this. So this text should be maybe I think so, and sculpture in the end, so we can take this, make it smaller, maybe 180. So, and this is our last section. I forgot to make this in the center, and maybe 520. So, and we need a footer. So I decided to make this line kind of curved. So here will be our information, and footer consists of a few elements. So here will be 1, 2, 3 Dora challenge, and in the right corner 2023, because I made this work in 2023. So, and here in the center we can add the same star as here. So for example 200, and here we can put a disclaimer, for example like this. We can make it more interesting. We can make a few accents. So the main information is bigger than this text. And this is my name. For Dora. Oh. Dora challenge. Here we can make this smaller. Now I think we need a gap, and here line height maybe like this. And now we got something like whoop whoop. So and that's all. You can see the design in the preview or just make it 100% scale. So and I will repeat one more time that I made the whole work in the Dora platform, but the initial design was in Figma. So you can go and check out the Dora platform and you can create this website with 3D model, or you can just practice, make the same work with your own images, text, and you can play with the composition as you want. Well, guys, I hope you found this video interesting and useful. For me, it was a bit hard to make this video. I know I need to learn English better, and you can correct my mistakes in English in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button, and you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos in the future. Well, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.